Good Morning Britain fans blasted Monday's show as hosts Susanna, Reid and Ed Balls led multiple reports on Nigel Farage coming third in this year's IMA Celebrity. Get me out of here. Despite reality star Sam Thompson being crowned winner of the series on Sunday night, the programme focused multiple reports and conversations on the former MP. After one report discussed what Nigel might do next, Ed commented, "It definitely raised his profile." He continued, "And you'd have to say, I mean, a year ago, Matt Hancock raised his profile but maybe in a sort of slightly different way for Nigel Farage. I think Nigel Farage has come out of this, looking a bit more human. And lots of people who've not really engaged with them before will have thought actually became ever quite well." Susanna replied, "Do you think that he will be welcomed, for instance into the Conservative space, because we know that H has stood for elections 7 times for small parties. We have a system which penalises smaller parties in our electoral system." She continued, "So he stood unsuccessfully as an MP before, then very successful, of course, in European politics, up until the point where he spearheaded the campaign for us to get out of Europe. Well, of course, he was a Conservative before, he left Conservative Party in 1992, Ed responded. He went on, "You'd have to say that there's definitely a faction of the Conservative Party who would welcome it with open arms. And there's lots of them who would think actually, having him on side rather than with the Reform Party would make it safer for their seats. The other half of the Conservative Party would be utterly appalled by the idea of him coming back. If the Conservative Party were to split, they would likely split over Nigel Farage returning to the Conservative Party, so it wouldn't solve any of their problems, but it would make good TV." Later, when broadcasting about King of the Jungle Sam, the programme mainly focused on Nigel making it to the final 3, mentioning Sam's success at the end. Viewers tuned in fumed about the coverage, with at Bibbert3 asking, "Can't Sam just enjoy his win for a bit without having to share the spotlight with Mr. Third Place?" #GMB. At Natasha_Lass added, "Do #GMB not know that Sam Thompson won him a celebrity, not Nigel Farage? What's with the long report about him? #ITV at GMB. The extremism and pushing to the right being promoted on at GMB, Farage, Johnson and Patel. Where is the public support for this? Why no #GMB poll?" At David Post asked, at Arps penned, "I still don't know who won Celeb, but I've been told multiple times that Farage came third. I hate this show. Stop glorifying such divisive PR *****. #GMB. At Wrinkly Time Lord fumed, "I don't care what Farage does next unless it's fade into obscurity. #GMB. At Roy_the_boyo wrote, #GMB are in love with Farage. What is going on with #ITV? Good Morning Britain airs weekdays from 6 a.m. on ITV.